kids, where are you? It's time for all the art to tell stories.
In the heart of Melody Forest, a symphony of birdsongs greeted the sunrise every morning. Each bird had a unique voice, creating a beautiful orchestra of chirps, whistles, and melodies. Among them lived Betty, a tiny sparrow with soft brown feathers. However, unlike her peers, Betty couldn't sing. Betty had tried to sing countless times. She opened her beak, puffed up her chest, and strained her little voice. But all that came out was a squeak or an awkward whistle. Her family and friends tried to teach her, but no matter how hard she practiced, Betty's singing never improved. "Don't worry, Betty," her mother said one day, brushing her wing against Betty's head. "Not all birds are meant to sing. You'll find your special talent." But Betty wasn't sure. Melody Forest was all about music. How could she fit in if she couldn't sing? One day, as Betty wandered through the forest, she came across a group of birds perched in a huddle. They chirped and gestured at a mess of twigs on the ground. It was an unfinished nest. "This storm ruined my nest," cried Robin, one of the birds. "We'll help rebuild it," the others said. But as they picked up twigs and leaves, it became clear they weren't very skilled at nest building. Their work was uneven, and the structure kept falling apart. Betty watched from a nearby branch, feeling a twinge of hope. Nest building had always come naturally to her. Without a word, she fluttered down and began arranging the twigs into a sturdy circular shape. The other birds stopped and stared as Betty wove the twigs together with precision. In no time, she had created a snug, sturdy nest. "Wow, Betty!" Robin exclaimed. "This is amazing! How did you do it?" Betty blushed. "I just know how. It feels natural to me." Robin flapped her wings happily. "Thank you, Betty. You've saved the day." For the first time, Betty felt a flicker of pride. Word spread quickly about Betty's nest-building skills. Birds from all over Melody Forest came to her for help. Some needed repairs after storms, while others wanted advice on how to make their nests more comfortable. Betty found herself busier than ever. She used her small beak and nimble claws to weave intricate nests that could withstand wind and rain. Each nest was unique, tailored to the needs of the bird who would live there. As she worked, Betty began to hum softly to herself. It wasn't a song, but it was her way of enjoying the rhythm of her work. Melody Forest's annual Festival of Songs was approaching. It was the most important event of the year, where every bird showcased their musical talents. Betty dreaded the festival. How could she contribute when she couldn't sing? Her friends tried to reassure her. "You don't need to sing, Betty," said Robin. "You've already done so much for the forest." But Betty wasn't convinced. She stayed up late, listening to the melodies floating through the trees and wishing she could join in. The night before the festival, a fierce storm swept through Melody Forest. Trees swayed violently, and many birds' nests were damaged or blown away. When morning came, the forest was in disarray. Betty sprang into action. She flew from tree to tree, checking on her friends and helping repair their nests. Though she was exhausted, she worked tirelessly, knowing how important it was for everyone to have a safe place to rest. By evening, the forest was calm again, and the Festival of Songs was set to begin. As the sun set, the birds gathered in the clearing. their voices filling the air with beautiful melodies. Betty sat at the edge of the crowd, happy to see everyone enjoying themselves, but still feeling out of place. Then, Robin took the stage and called out, "Everyone, before we continue, I want to recognize someone very special. Betty, can you come up here?" Betty froze. "Me? But I didn't sing." Robin smiled. "That doesn't matter. Without you, many of us wouldn't even have nests tonight. You've shown us that there's more to our community than music. Your kindness and skill make our forest a better place." The crowd erupted in cheers and applause. Betty hesitated, then fluttered to the center of the clearing. "Thank you, everyone," Betty said, her voice trembling. "I've always felt different, because I couldn't sing, but I've learned that we all have something special to offer. I'm glad I could help." To Betty's surprise, the crowd began to hum a soft, harmonious tune. It wasn't a song, but a gentle melody that seemed to echo the rhythm of the forest itself. Robin stepped forward and said, "Betty, this is for you. It's a song without words, a way for us to celebrate your unique talents." Tears filled Betty's eyes as she joined the humming, adding her own quiet rhythm. For the first time, she felt truly part of the melody. From that day on, Melody Forest embraced not just music, but all kinds of talents. The birds learned to appreciate each other's strengths. Betty continued to build nests, her heart full of joy and acceptance. She even began teaching younger birds the art of weaving, passing on her skills to the next generation. Though she never became a singer, Betty's contributions to the forest were celebrated for years to come. She had shown her friends that everyone, no matter their abilities, had something valuable to offer. And so, Betty the little bird who couldn't sing became one of Melody Forest's most beloved heroes, proving that the most beautiful melodies are created when everyone's unique gifts come together. In the icy kingdom of Frostfall Glacier, a young penguin named Little Way stood out. While others perfected their dives, Way had a different passion: stories. She preferred writing tales on a flat iceberg, dreaming of magical lands and adventures. Many penguins didn't understand Way's love for stories. Lena, a top swimmer, scoffed at her. But Way believed stories had their own magic, capable of warming even the coldest hearts. One snowy morning, Way's friend Poppy asked why she didn't like swimming. Way explained that storytelling made her feel alive, though it sometimes made her feel lonely. The elder penguins announced the Frostfall Games, adding a new event: storytelling. Way saw this as her chance to share her passion and show the colony the power of stories. Way prepared a special story about a penguin who discovered a hidden talent. As the contest approached, she worried about being laughed at, but Poppy encouraged her. The Frostfall Games began with swimming and diving. The storytelling contest was last. Way's heart pounded as she took the stage, but her story captivated the audience. Way's story won the contest and sparked curiosity in the colony. Lena admitted she never thought stories could be so powerful, and Way explained their magic. More penguins came to Way for stories, and she started a weekly storytelling circle. Her brother Finn was inspired to draw pictures for her tales, and they collaborated. Way became known as the storytelling penguin, teaching the colony to value unique talents. She showed that being different was a strength, not a weakness. Way's stories filled Frostfall Glacier with warmth and inspiration, proving that extraordinary talents often come from unexpected places. Her legacy grew, uniting the colony. If you like our stories, please like, subscribe, and turn on the little bell so you won't miss exciting stories every day. You are also welcome to share it with family and friends to listen to the story together. Love you.